It was 4th of July, and me and my 3 cousins and my uncle were going from party to party, lighting off fireworks and mortars and bottle rockets and a whole bunch of stuff. So we go to this one party, and my little cousin Ryan jams his finger. So my uncle goes away to help him, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to light off the fireworks. There's plenty of adults around. I'll be fine. So I go and I get this Chinese-made mortar that has a really sketchy fuse. That fuse stops, cuts out every once in a while. So we cut the fuse in half because it was probably a foot long. It was the fuse was that long. So I cut the fuse in half and I lit it. And I dropped the mortar in the tube, and I turned to run away. And I turn my right side like that, and the mortar's over here, and it blows up. And burned this entire part of my face, and it was excruciating pain. And I couldn't see out of my right eye because the impact of the explosion created hyphema, which is bleeding inside of my eye. But luckily there were 2 buckets of water nearby, so I went and I dumped the buckets on my face and over my hair because my hair was on fire too. And the impact had broken my nose, so I was bleeding profusely out of my nose, and this cut here and here were about ½ an inch apiece. So my entire face and all my clothes were covered with blood, and I was going through extreme pain. So my uncle took me to the hospital, and I got stitched up while the doctor told me all these huge words that I couldn't understand, so I really didn't care. And then my good friend Steve, the next day, gives me this oil, and he tells me to put it on twice a day, morning and night. And I love Steve, so I believe him, and I put it on morning and night. 5 days later, my face, which had been burned, this entire area right here had been burned and was scarred and scabbed over. 5 days later, my entire face looked as it does now, thanks to the oil. So.